Next Level Mindset here with another powerful and positive video. Let's talk about 7 mistakes YouTubers make because YouTube changed again. I'm going to share my insight, research that I've done with that. And if you stay with this video all the way through, I've got some bonus points, insights, extra strategies. You do not want to miss this. By the fact that you're watching and listening to this right now, this is your confirmation. You're going to avoid certain mistakes. And this is an early bonus point. Number 1, YouTube is always changing. And it's not so important how many times we upload our videos. It's about having videos that our viewers really enjoy. We'll talk more about that as we get into this. And the first mistake YouTubers make because YouTube changed again, it is talking more about themselves than they do the topic of the video. Most times when people click on your video, they're really clicking on it because of your title, your thumbnail, or the topic. And a lot of YouTubers, they talk more about themselves and what they had for the day. And I found on my channel, it's more important to get right into the content, delivering on the topic, title, and thumbnail. So keep that in mind. Every time someone logs on to YouTube, they're looking for something to satisfy them. And when we can talk more about the video subject, that's when we can avoid those mistakes that a lot of content creators still make, because YouTube, they changed it from just being a click-based YouTube system, and now it's more of an algorithm for enjoyment. How often are people really enjoying our content? That's what YouTube wants to find out. And the mistake that a lot of YouTubers make is they forget to think about that on the engagement part. They forget to think about that when they start their videos. Let's say you first click into a video and the first thing you hear is everything about the content creator and nothing about the content. You're gonna probably get distracted, right? So keep that in mind. You want to talk about more of the content and less about yourself. YouTube changed again. And one of the mistakes YouTubers make when it comes to their content is talking more about themselves and not enough about the content at hand. And the second mistake that YouTubers make because of these new changes is not asking for subscribers, not asking for some type of call to action. A lot of times when people log on to YouTube, they're not really thinking about subscribing. They're not really thinking about hitting the like button. What they are thinking about is, are they enjoying the video? Are they satisfied with what they're watching? So it's important for us to ask for it. And it took me a while on my channel when I relaunched my channel to really believe in myself enough to ask people to subscribe to my channel. And it can be something so simple, just like maybe you're uploading something and your videos about how to upload something. While it's processing, you can say something like, and by the way, if you're enjoying this and you want to enjoy more of my videos, make sure you subscribe. Then you just go on about what you're doing. It's simple as that. That's just one way that you can ask for a subscriber. I like Infinite Waters, Rap Smart. He'll say something like, if you support the real, hit the like button and share this video out right now if you support what's real, right? So that's giving them a call to action. And a lot of times, one of the mistakes that YouTubers make is they don't ask for a subscribe. They don't ask for that engagement. They don't ask for that call of action. And YouTube changed. They used to just have it where, just hitting the like button sometimes or just making a comment. But now, since the algorithm is being updated, it includes things like how many people subscribe to your channel, how many people like the video that they are enjoying, the surveys that come out, right? They're thinking about how many people are really enjoying it. So one of the main things that I've learned to do now is I've learned to just ask for people to take a certain action. And if you ask them after giving value, you always want to give value first. So when you give that value, then you ask for the subscribe or for the like button, they're more likely to do that. Keep that in mind as you continue to grow your channel. Always ask for that in engagement, because if you ask for it, you might just get it. And the third mistake, the next mistake that YouTubers make with these changes on YouTube is not leading to more videos. Sometimes when a viewer will watch a certain video, they're more likely to enjoy another one. If we find a way, right, to ask for that next video. There's several ways that I do it on my channel. And one of the arguments against this is like, what if you have a faceless YouTube channel? There's a way that you can do that. You don't necessarily have to be front center with your camera action to ask for someone to watch the next video coming up on the screen. And that's another thing. If you are a faceless YouTube channel and you don't really show your face, those simple words right there, as the video is coming to an end, you can always ask them, watch the next video coming up on the screen. That's one of the keywords. And if your viewer hears that on the voiceover, they'll be more likely to go ahead and do that. They'll be more likely to watch that next video. Yeah, that's one of the biggest mistakes that YouTubers are making. With all these changes going on, they don't ask for the viewer to watch the next video. They don't set up playlists to get more videos to be watched. And one of the ways that I do it is I always set up a problem. Maybe there's a video that I already have in mind. When I'm doing my script, when I'm putting this video together, I'm already thinking ahead, what would be a nice video for someone to watch after this one? And as I'm beginning to bring this video to an end, I'll start using language like, if you want to also do this or that, I talk about it in this video coming up on the screen. I think that would be great for you to watch next, something like that, to keep the viewers engaged, give them a reason to watch more of your content. But that's another mistake YouTubers are making that they don't really think about, is not leading other people to watch more videos. Keep in mind, the more videos that people are watching through your end screens, through other playlists, through linked in your descriptions and in your pinned comments, if your viewers are watching multiple videos, that sends a powerful signal to YouTube, to the system, to let them know that people are enjoying your content, and that will give them the opportunity and the motivation to recommend your content more often. Don't make that mistake that I used to make. I used to end the video way before the video was coming to an end and not saying anything about another video for people to watch. Some of them will do it automatically, but just that extra edge, just that extra nudge, letting them know this video right here, watch that. Let's say, for example, you're a cooking kitchen, you're a cooking channel, and you're making a recipe. The recipe is for a delicious chocolate cake. And right before you end this video, you can say, now, if you want to know how to make chocolate cake with walnuts in them, I talk about that in this video. Check that out next. Something like that. Anything that you could do to lead people to another video would be a great way to avoid that mistake of not leading others to more of your content. And by the way, if this is your first time here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay inspired and empowered together. We would love to have you here as a part of Next Level. And the fourth mistake, the next mistake that YouTubers make because YouTube changed again, is not making content creation a lifestyle. I've learned to change certain habits, change certain structures and different techniques to make making videos a part of my life. And one thing that a lot of content creators don't do, they don't calculate the time that they're going to spend making videos. A lot of them don't even decide if they're going to really enjoy making videos. It's really important to be something that you really enjoy. If you're going to be in this thing for the long term, what I found in my life along my journey is to make it part of my life. For example, right before I recorded this video, I was timing myself. How long does it take to prepare everything? My microphone, my lights, my backdrop, my camera. And you know that the time from point A to point B, I know that it's going to take a certain amount of time to do that. And I've incorporated that into my lifestyle. I know certain days that I have certain things to do where my energy is high enough to really record videos. One of the mistakes that YouTubers make, because see, YouTube is changing now. It's not so much about how many uploads you make. Remember, we talked about that. It's not so important how many times you publish a video. Nowadays, it's more about how often are your viewers watching and really how do they really enjoy it. And so when I decided to relaunch my channel, I said, I'm gonna make this part of my lifestyle. Everything that I do around my YouTube channel, I'm going to include it as a part of my life in this for the long term. So consider that, keep that in mind. The next time you get ready to make your next video, start asking yourself, how can I include certain aspects of this as part of my lifestyle so everything becomes balanced? Everything that I do, there's a balance to it. And the fifth mistake, the next mistake YouTubers make because YouTube has changed again, is not doing live streams with the replay in mind. I've learned to think about the replay, the VOD as they call it, the video on demand. After your live stream is done, what are those viewers going to experience when they press play on your live stream? And one of the big mistakes that I see YouTube is still making is they'll start their live streams off just for the live viewers. And what I found out in my channel is you always have to think about those who come after the video has been live. what is the first thing that they're going to see? So one thing that I do, number one, I script out my hook for every live stream. I know exactly what I want to say when I first start going live. And I do that, number two, in a way that it seems like a video. So that people, when they click on it, they know exactly what I'm going to go into. They know what they're going to expect. The topic matches the title, which matches the thumbnail. And the first thing you can do to avoid the mistake of doing a live stream without getting that extra benefit, always think about the replay. There are those who, when they first log into YouTube, YouTube will show them an impression of your live stream. And if that thumbnail catches their attention and they click, they want to know and confirm that they're getting exactly what they expected. Another thing to keep in mind when it comes to your live streams, you can do it like a live show. You can have it where you know when you first start, you're going to have that hook to keep the replay in mind. And then you're going to think about how to keep people involved throughout the live stream. Doing the live stream with the video replay in mind will help you really to avoid that mistake that I used to make when I was doing live streams. Now I have a definite context in mind. I have a ROS. They call that the run of show. You have a clear idea of what you want to talk about during your live stream, and you have it in the replay. So next time you do a live stream, ask yourself, what is the first thing that people are going to see when they watch this on the replay? You want to make sure that your replay is a valuable asset, and as soon as they click it, they're going to get exactly what they expected. And the sixth mistake, the next mistake YouTubers make because YouTube changed again, is not keeping videos unlisted, maybe private on the shelf. They want to make every video that they record public. What I've learned to do is take some of those videos, keep them unlisted, maybe for a rainy day. There's been plenty of times, even on my channel, where I took 2 or 3 weeks off, but nobody really knew it because I always had different videos on the shelf waiting for certain times. All I had to do was press publish and make them public. And one of the mistakes that YouTubers make is they don't do that. They don't record videos when they have that energy, when they're feeling positive about what they're doing. They don't record in a lump sum and keep 4 or 5 of them unlisted on the shelf. But that's one thing that has helped me along my journey. Never publish everything that you record. I found out that it's so important to keep a few videos unlisted for those times when you may not be able to upload, when you might not be able to record. You always have something that you can just press publish on, that you can just optimize and just give it a fresh look, maybe go back and do some edits to it. But you have some unlisted or private, nobody knows about them. That's going to come in handy on those rainy days. And a lot of people, they make the mistake of not doing that. And if you don't do that, it may throw you off balance where you have certain weeks where your viewers are not getting anything from you. It's best to go ahead and record a few up front, put them on the shelf for unlisted or private. Then all you got to do is make them public when your next video is scheduled to be released. And the seventh mistake, the next mistake YouTubers make because YouTubers keep changing, is they don't really think about the monetization issues. They don't start monetizing early. One thing that I've learned in my journey, and I learned this from Nick Nimmin, he always talked about never wait until AdSense, never wait to be accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. You can start creating monetization. You can start creating monetization methods early. How do you say that? You can start creating monetization methods early. I call them M&Ms, multiple monetization methods. That could be a tongue twister too, right? So keep that in mind. You may have a website, you may have a product, an ebook, you may have a membership. And the thing about that is all you've got to do is start setting those things up early on in the process. You may have a Patreon. I have Buy Me a Coffee where I have memberships in there, and those who enjoy my content, they can go in there and they can donate through Buy a Coffee. They can become a membership. You can buy my books. There are certain ways that I have set up. Ask yourself, is there a way that you can monetize early on in your journey without waiting for the YouTube Partner Program? And then even when that happens, that'll just be extra icing on the cake, right? So learn to do that. Monetize early as you can. Then as you grow, your income will continue to grow. Your catalog of videos, all those videos will lead to those monetization methods, enabling you to increase your finance, going to the next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next Level Mindset. That's where it's at. Now, I've got some extra bonus points that I want to share with you. But first, I just want to share this with you. Gotta tell you about Creator Mix, copyright-free music for all content creators. I've been using them for a while, and they have a great variety of music, different varieties of music, free of charge. So check out Creator Mix. Go to their YouTube channel, subscribe there. Go to creatormix.com, create a free account, start downloading their music, use it in your videos, or just listen behind the scenes. So a big thank you to Nick Nimmin and D Nimmin over at Creator Mix. If you choose to use them, just tell them Stevon told you about it. And if you are enjoying the content on my channel, consider becoming a member. We have a membership in our Buy Me a Coffee site. You can become a Patreon there, a member there. Enjoy that. Behind the scenes, never seen footage. Buy a coffee. Take one of my books home with you. Any way you want to do it, there's links in the description for you to do just that. So yeah, this first bonus point that I want to share deals with the algorithm. What I've learned from my research, the algorithm is really divided into two areas. One, engagement, and two, satisfaction. YouTube has really changed. It used to be where you could just click onto some videos, get a bunch of clicks, and register a bunch of views, right? But now they have it where they want to make sure that their viewers are satisfied. They'll do surveys and asking them different questions. How did you really enjoy that video? To make sure that the viewers are satisfied. And then the other thing that the YouTube algorithm is evolving into is engagement. Likes, subscribes, maybe comments on your videos. In fact, leave me a comment. Let me know which one of these stands out the most for you. Because that's one thing that YouTube is doing. They're changing an engagement and satisfaction. Another thing to keep in mind, another thing to remember is that YouTube is really rewarding all the channels that are putting into use these new features. They have new features that they're checking out, and every channel that really puts them into practice, YouTube is rewarding those channels because they want to know. They really want to know, are these things really working for the viewer? And there's a lot of content creators that go into this thing and avoid these mistakes. Even yourself, as you avoid these mistakes and grow on your channel, you'll find out that there is still a dark side to this content creation. And I'll talk more about that with this video right here coming up on the screen. I think that would be great for you to watch next. So check that out. Enjoy it. Thanks again to my subscribers and returning viewers. Hit the like button and share this on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up, always stay true. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.